Hello, hello! My name is Kallista, and welcome back to the Rise of the Golden Idol. In the last episode, we completed the main game. We saw how Hunter Wolf's plans all played out, and how they were ultimately foiled by Eugene's misadventures, shall we say. We also learned the identity of this person right here. That was... I'm not gonna lie, I think that was my favourite moment of the final case, the reveal of this is Echo Secunda, because I did not... To be completely honest, I have not paid any attention to this title screen. I just thought it was a nice cityscape. I just thought, we've got this nice picture of a bar, some people, traffic. I just thought this was a lovely picture. I didn't have any thoughts that this might tie in to the actual game. So that reveal that this person that we've seen every time the game is loaded up was someone actually important. That was such a cool moment. Such a cool moment. My jaw legitimately dropped. Legit, it dropped open. It was a wonderful feeling. It was an absolutely wonderful feeling. And now it's time to make a start on the DLCs. I do have both of them. I actually got the Detective Pass. I never do this. I never do this. When a game announces, okay, we're going to put out a bunch of DLCs and we're going to have this Game Pass, so if you buy the Game Pass, you get all of the DLCs when they release and you save a little bit of money. I always think to myself, but what if the DLCs are shit? What if they're crap? Or what if I'm only interested in the first one and then all the others I'm like, that doesn't look like it's for me. I always think to myself, I would rather spend a little bit of extra money and have that certainty of, yes, I am going to enjoy this, than running the risk of investing in a Game Pass and then thinking, oh no, this was all crap, I've wasted me money. However, I have such faith in Colour Grey. I have such faith in this team. I'm like, you know what? I will risk this. I will get the Detective Pass because I am convinced I am going to enjoy all of these DLCs. I can feel it. I am going to enjoy all of them. Because it's such a fantastic team. They do such fantastic work. So, yeah, I bought the Detective Pass. This is the latest one, the Lemurian Phoenix. It came out on May 13th. My birthday is on the 14th, so that was when I picked up the pass. I figured, a little birthday present to myself. On one hand, I feel like I should be focusing on the Sins of New Wells. However, considering this has opened up to me, I feel like I have to talk about this because I'm pretty sure that this is a young Tessa and her mentor in, oh god, what was it called? The Procedure? The one with the guy who defended his cousin. Everyone had to bring in pictures of someone who was important to them. And Tessa brought a picture of herself and her mentor. And I'm pretty sure her mentor had a triangle on his forehead. So I'm thinking this may be going into Tessa's backstory, which would be really cool. However, right here, also we've got Oriel down here. I don't know if he's going to be in... Oh no, wait, this is blanked out. This is blanked out. Okay, I think Oriel / Echo. I should go with Echo. That's his name now. I think Echo may be popping up in the Sins of New Wells then. Considering these are all shadowy figures, this one is the only one that's properly filled in. Yes, the Sins of New Wells. So this is Roy Samson. He was the detective that was originally investigating the Red Cuss, and then he got moved to a different district because I guess, they didn't want him investigating what was actually happening. I don't believe we've seen these two people. However, Roy is Roy. How could you forget Roy? So I'm curious to see if this is going to be from before Roy investigated the Red Curse, or if it's going to be coming afterwards. I'm very excited. Let's jump straight in. So, Roy, how are you liking it here at the 9th? As exciting as your old district? Thankfully, no. There were some strange things going on there, Cliff. Detective Samson's and Saviour, we've got one for you. Hope you didn't speak too soon. Okay, so the 9th is where he was transferred to, so we're moving forwards. We're moving forwards. Ooh. An old friend returns in The Sins of New Wells, in which a new district means business as usual. Oh, ho, ho. Let me in. Let me in, coach. Okay. I assume... Yeah, okay, so this is, this is that. Okay. Alrighty then, let's... I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Following orders. A deadly pursuit. Okay. This looks like, this looks a little bit like, when I last went to America, I went to a, oh god, what's it called? A Sonic's? Which that, you know, the cars stay outside and, people from inside the restaurant. Restaurant's probably not the right word for it. Fast food place. There we go. People from the fast food place come out and deliver the food to your car. This looks a little bit like that. Strange that only the foreigners were able to describe it, eh, Roy? Actually, Cliff, that part makes perfect sense to me. It's what happened on the rooftop I'm baffled by. That part may have to wait for another day. Okay, but we're getting an actual conversation here. That doesn't happen. Oh, I like that. I like that. Hello? This is one of the paramedics from, oh god, come on. Brain. How can I remember the procedure which I did ages ago, but not the one I only did a couple of weeks ago? Oh, the one on the beach. The one on the beach where Eugene was like, get me a bunch of women who look like Mary Batley. Get me a bunch of Mary Batley lookalikes. Like that one, this was one of the paramedics, I'm pretty sure. I got here within a few minutes of the 911 call. The local cops arrived quickly too. Dispatch will have notified them at the same time they sent me out, because the caller said the waitress had been attacked. Aye. Okay, oh, hello. Also, I'm looking at the tyre tracks, like that's a... Okay. Sorry, detective, but no, I didn't get a good look at the car that damaged mine. Anyway, it's fine. Please, I don't want to pursue it. Very well. What was your order, by the way? What? Oh, a chicken royal meal with garlic sauce. Why? You're sure you didn't ask for extra sour sauce? Pretty sure, oh, perfectly sure, detective. Okay. I'm just like, there's a police officer, a waitress has been attacked, a car's been damaged, and we've got the detective like, tell me about the sauces. What sauces do they got here? I'm sure all will be revealed, but that's where my mind currently is. I'm like, why? We called for an ambulance right away after seeing what that brute on the scooter did to that poor waitress's arm. Very good. Now, can you describe the car that was parked in lot 4 when all this was happening? Sorry, no, we, don't remember it, do we, sweetums? Ooh. While my partner here interviewed the waitress, I searched the surrounding area. As soon as I found the body, I notified you guys in homicide. We made sure no one left the diner from that point on to ensure we didn't have to deal with anyone trying to play vigilante. All today's money is in the cash register. Only the manager knows the code for the safe. I see. Final question. Can you describe the car that was in lot 4? Sorry, I'm no good with cars. They all look the same to me. And oh, hello. Hello. I was bringing out the order for lot 2 when all of a sudden some bearded freak whizzed up to me on a scooter, twisted my arm and snatched the bag right out of my hand. Do you remember what the order was for? The order? It was a chicken royal meal with barbecue sauce. Why? No matter. How about lot 4? What did they order? 2 burger royal meals, 2 chicken royal meals, and a meat surprise wrap. I don't see what... Please describe the car from lot 4. I've seen so many cars today, I really can't remember. This is something that happened not too long ago. This is something... So yeah, lot 4. Yeah, that must be the car that damaged this one. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get a good look at it. The fact that everyone is saying, oh yeah, I don't remember this car. It can't have happened all that long ago. And if it whizzed off and smashed into another car, you would expect that to stick in people's memories. But the fact that everyone is saying like, oh no, I didn't see it. I'm like, oh, that's ringing some alarm bells. Oh, hello. Madam, who did your eyebrows? I say that with, you know, like, affection. Those are some nice eyebrows. And you have decent lipstick as well. Who is your stylist? Who is your stylist? There is a woman called Elizabeth Nowak. She needs help. Can you please just, like, track her down and give her your stylist's number? She needs help. She needs help, madam. By seeking the advice of upstanding community members, like my new partner on the Heritage Program, Brain? I don't know why my brain has just decided, yeah, we don't actually need to read what's happening. We can just interject our own words. No, Brain, we really can't. We really can't be doing that right now. This is not that kind of game. Stop it, Brain. Stop it. I think I'm dehydrated. You know, I'm gonna take a sip. 1 second. Not only does this woman have really nice eyebrows, her haircut really suits... Like, this woman's stylist is on point. This lady has a good stylist. Elizabeth Nowak, take notes, please. Okay, I'm back. Hello. By seeking the advice of upstanding community members, like my new partner on the Heritage Project, we've been able to crack down on criminals like the Andia gang. Sure, the Andias are weaker, but their rivals have filled the void now. Those thugs in white ties are everywhere. Property values are up, and we are working to renew historical buildings. You mean gentrification is increasing the cost of living? Crime is down, the drug trade is down. Are you kidding? I see euphoric synthetic serotonin being dealt on every other street corner. Ooh, okay. Okay. If we assume that blue is this lady, you know, on this side of the screen, and yellow is this guy on this side of the screen, you know, we've got the little brackets indicating who is who. This seems like... I was gonna say that she can't be the chief of police because we've seen the chief of police. It's, was he called Gabriel? It was a name like Gabriel, Nathaniel, something like that, but we saw him in, oh god, I can't remember the name of this one either. It was the one where Roy was like, oh, I'm being moved. What do you mean you're being moved, Roy? Like, what's happening? Also, what's this about, like, cults and shit? We don't know anything about that, blah, blah, blah. Roy and his previous partner were in the crowd. It was where Elizabeth Nowak was, and her really bad lipstick. No, I won't let that go. I will not let that go. But yeah, so we saw the chief of police then. But this is definitely like she's talking about how she's bringing up property values, crime is down. She's got something called the Heritage Project going on. This is clearly like the news or something like that. This seems like a professional lady. She's clearly, you know, high ranking in society. Let's put it like that. She's not just some randomer they've picked up off the street. She's someone who is in power. In politics, maybe? Could she be, oh, God. Could she be working with the chief of police? Like, maybe she's his political equivalent? But then again, the police really aren't responsible for bringing property values up, are they? Or renewing historical buildings. She's a professional lady. I'm not entirely sure in which sector, but this is clearly someone who is important. And she's doing an interview. And he's just saying, oh, the drug trade isn't down, you're gentrifying everything. And yeah, you've sorted out this one gang, but there are new gangs taking their place. Okay. Okay. We saw the man in the... Oh! Echo? Echo? I caught that they were saying, like, oh, it was someone on a scooter, it was someone on a scooter, it was a man on a scooter, but I'm like, there are going to be plenty of guys on scooters. The fact that they're specifying in a red jacket, that... Oh. Okay. Okay. We saw the man in the red jacket speed away on his scooter. Then the cook stormed out from the kitchen and cried, some bearded guy just stole the extra sour sauce. Straight after, all the young gentlemen left in the most magnificent car, painted like a tiger it was, a tiger with a lion's mane. Then we went back to our meals. A few minutes later, though, we heard distant thunder, odd given the fine weather. Okay, so these are the tourists. I mean, look at how they're dressed. Look at how they're dressed. I heart... that to me looks like an M, and... that could be a H, it could be a Y. Like, there are many letters that could be, but, like... You'll often see, oh, I heart the name of the city they're in, and he's got a camera. These are the tourists. These are the tourists. These are the only people IDing the car. A tiger with a lion's mane. Yeah, this is... They're tourists. They don't know. So I get the feeling. So all of the locals are saying, we didn't see anything. We didn't see anything. So whatever this car is, it must mean danger. It must mean danger. But these guys, they're not from here. They don't know that. They don't know that. So they're just like, oh yeah, the car, I'll happily describe it. Whereas all of the locals are like, we didn't see shit, officers. We don't know what you're talking about. Ooh. Excuse me. Put you down. Okay. Menu meal deals. Burger Royal Meal, 5 thalers. Chicken Royal Meal, 5 thalers. Meat Surprise Wrap, 3 thalers. Chicken Surprise Wrap, 3 thalers. Sauces. Barbecue, tomato, pesto, cucumber, all, 50 half thalers. I don't know what the smaller denominations of the currency here are. Okay. So, one second. So we've had... You were claiming you ordered garlic sauce. That's not an option. And then... The cook stormed out from the kitchen and cried, some bearded guy just stole the extra sour sauce. Which also isn't an option. Okay. I mean, some places have, they've got, like, secret menu items. Okay. Can you describe the car that was in lot 4 when all this occurred? Sorry, I don't remember. There must not have been anything remarkable about it. Well, dude, apparently it looked like a tiger with a lion's mane. Like, that is pretty remarkable. Well, how about their order? Do you remember that? Sure. 2 burger royal meals, 2 chicken royal meals, and a meat surprise wrap. What about lot 2's order? That one was easy. A chicken royal meal with tomato sauce. 1 second. We've got 1 there, we've got 4 there. I would assume 1, 2, 3, 4. Although it could be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're not talking about your order. Is anyone else here? No one's really talking about what this car ordered. Here's the thing, I think. Yeah, I think this has to be lot 2. Because so far we've got 3 conflicting reports as to what someone ordered. Like this, so we've got this guy saying like, oh, I ordered a chicken royal meal with garlic sauce. And then, you know, oh, for lot 2, chicken royal meal with barbecue sauce. Lot 2, chicken royal meal with tomato sauce. If this guy were lot 3, that would mean we have these 2 people talking about like, oh yeah, there's like 1 mystery about what lot 2 ordered. And then we'd also have a mystery about what lot 3 ordered because garlic sauce isn't on the menu. And I mean, Roy's connected. You're sure you didn't ask for extra sour sauce? Roy's connected that to this guy. Yeah, I think this is lot 2. Otherwise, we've got 2 separate cars with sauce mysteries. That's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. So I think this has to be lot 2. God, this is a very messy kitchen. This is a very messy kitchen. You've got sauce all over the oven. I mean, sauce all over his apron, but that's where it should be. So you've picked up... I presume those are sauce pumps because we can see on the burgers they've got green and pink. Yeah, he must have been messing around with the green sauce. And now he's filling up the pink bottle with water. What is this? It's like, to me it looks like a little, a couple of, test tubes or something. And he's got green sauce all over the safe. Suspicious, but let's continue. Ooh, hello. Hello. Oh, hello. You're right. That is the scooter. That is the motorbike that Echo's been using. The tire's been shot. Okay. So... yeah, scooter, tyre gets shot, gets abandoned, the car comes round, drives off. Oh. Oh, hello. Bauer Youth Sports League. A melee weapon. The man is not breathing. He is soaked from head to toe. Okay. Zaz. And then a tiger with a lion's mane. Andia. That's like a skull with 2 snakes coming out of it. A mushroom. Some C's, I think. What else do we have? This just... I don't know what this is supposed to be, I'm afraid. ESS. And that looks... It's like a little character. Okay. Okay. Oh, what the We're not going to question it. We're not going to question it. There's just an arm. There's just an arm. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, well, there are the words. There are the spots. Okay. This is... So we know that Echo Secunda is dicking about here. We know. It showed him on the bar at the bottom when we opened up the DLC page. It showed him there, and we're being told there was a man in a red jacket on a scooter. I think it's pretty safe to say that that is Echo. And here we're seeing... It's like the metal's been blasted. And it's like almost like it's dissolved. And all you have left are the tendrils. And then we have this Echo. I don't know when Techo... Oh my god, brain. I don't know when Techo is from. I don't know when Echo is from. We know he's ancient Lemurian. We know they were extremely technologically advanced. My question is, could Echo make stuff from his time period with modern day equipment? Because that is, like, this is not normal. I don't know of any weapon that could cause something like this to happen. This has to be Lemurian. It's happened with the bone as well. The bones in the arm, they've kind of gone all sprout-like. Okay. Okay. So, okay, let's go through this. Let's go through this. So we have your local chicken shop. Something's going on with Lot 2's order. Something's going on with Lot 2's order. I don't quite know what, but we're gonna figure it out. But so she's coming out with his meal. Echo drives up on his scooter, grabs the bag of food, drives off. Then we have... Yet the cook stormed out and cried, "Some bearded guy just stole the extra sour sauce." And then all the young gentlemen left in the most magnificent car. A tiger with a lion's mane. And we saw... Yet the Andia gang, we saw their little gang symbol up on the other place, up on the building. And this guy is saying, yeah, the Andias are weaker, but their rivals have filled the void. I think they're probably a rival gang. I think they're probably a rival gang. my thought is that why would a gang care about a chicken shop being robbed? Even if this was like their chicken shop, like maybe it's a front for the gang. Someone's nicked your chicken. So what? Like, yes, it could be like, oh well, it's a matter of respect. Someone has disrespected our turf, so we're gonna go and we're gonna chase after the guy who nicked our chicken. So they give chase. They shoot out Echo's tire. Echo runs off. I can't tell if those are footprints or... I mean, we see footprints up here. My thought was these could be, you know, it could be something that's broken off of this, I think that's a water tower. Do you get water towers on the tops of buildings? I don't know what else it could be, though. And you've got all of this water down here. Whatever. So I think Echo, the tire gets shot out. Echo runs. And he must have climbed the tower. Not the tower, the balcony thing. Fire escape, there we go. He gets up there. Clearly it's not just him. No, the tire tracks go though. The tire tracks keep on. You said gentleman, so there's more than one person in the car. So someone is probably still driving the car. They drive round. Other people get out and give chase. I don't know what the fuck this is. As I said, this has to be Lemurian tech. Because there is nothing I can think of that would make this happen. Nothing. My one thought, I'm second guessing this series of events because all of this for some chicken. All of this for some chicken. So what I think, if I continue with my line of logic, I think Echo runs off, goes up here, everyone's running after him, except the guy who's driving. He's not following, he's driving around. Everyone runs up. Echo does something with something he has, presumably. And that causes this to fall. Look at all of the blood. That's coming from the back of his head, I think. Yeah, so I reckon he was probably stood either on here or like right at the edge here, and he just got clipped. He got clipped and fell backwards because that is, to me, that looks like a back of the head wound. That this was barred. So Echo, again, he's like, right, I'll use something, blast my way through. And again, I'm just like, all of this for chicken. All of this for chicken. Don't get me wrong, I like chicken. I love chicken. But if I'm on this roof and I see this happen, I'm like, oh, hell no, this man's a wizard. This man's a wizard or some shit. I'm leaving. Fuck this. I'm gonna go check on Barry down here. Like, Barry, what's going on? Oh, shit, Barry's dead. Like, I'm not following the guy who can make this stuff happen. Like, no. I'm not doing that. But from the footprints, it's clear, like, all of the people up here, they've all gone through. Then we get down here, someone's lost an arm. Like, this is... again, I'm just like, all of this for chicken. And that doesn't make sense to me. All of this for disrespect, but again, I would just say, you know what? He nicked from us. He nicked our chicken. He showed disrespect on our tuff, but like, weird shit is happening and Barry's dead. Like, this ain't right. This, ooh, do-do-do. My timer's about to go off, 1 second. Okay, as I said, I'm second guessing myself here. I'm second guessing myself. Because this is a lot. I mean, I guess she's clearly injured her arm. But an arm injury and some chicken. Are you really gonna do all of this? Because some fella stole your chicken and hurt your waitress's arm. I feel like we're gonna get the best info from these two, because these two, they don't know what they just saw. They don't know that they should be afraid. I'm pretty sure that the people in lot 4, I'm pretty sure that they were probably these guys. Tiger with a lion's mane. And they've put their symbol over the Andias. We can see from here that the Andia gang have been shoved out, but their rivals have filled the void. Thugs in white ties. Do you say young gentleman? That is, ooh, do. I'd say young lads. Like, if I were thinking of just like regular gang members in like sweats and, you know, hoodies and trainers and shit, I'd say, oh, the young lads left. Or the young boys, maybe the young men. I wouldn't say young gentlemen. However, we hear those thugs in white ties. Because that is... Again, why is this line here? This line has to serve a purpose. When it comes to mysteries, things have to serve a purpose. Now, that purpose could be, it could be world building, it could be a red herring, or it could be an actual clue. This, if we combine this with this, the young gentleman, because that is a very specific way to refer to a group of people. Young gentlemen. Because yes, they're in a chicken shop, but they're all wearing ties. Therefore, clearly they're gents. Straight after, the cook stormed out from the kitchen and cried, "Some bearded guy just stole the extra sour sauce." Straight after, all the young gentlemen left in the most magnificent car. There are windows. There are windows. And, like, I highly doubt these are, like, double glazed. You would be able to hear a scooter, you know, zooming up You'd probably be able to hear the cry of the waitress, you know, because you're not gonna have something snatched off you and I have no response to this. I'm just gonna stand here and be quiet. Like, no, you're gonna cry out, you're gonna scream, and you're gonna say, hey, like, stop. Like, you're gonna have some reaction. If her arm is hurt, then she'd probably cry out in pain. But it was when the cook stormed out of the kitchen and cried, some bearded guy just stole the extra sour sauce, straight after all the young gentlemen left. They'd be able to see the waitress. They'd be able to see the waitress from in here. They didn't move. The cook comes out, someone stole all the extra sour sauce. Shit, we need to go. Extra sour sauce is code. It's got to be code for something. Also, that's a thought. Look at you. Also, your eyebrows are mental. You need to see this lady's eyebrow person. You need some help here, mate. But, like, look at him. Suit and tie. Nice car. Like, this to me looks like a family car. You know, it's big and bulky. This looks like almost like a sports car. What, someone in a sports car, in a suit and tie? What are you doing at a chicken shop? I mean, maybe he likes chicken. Maybe he likes chicken. Maybe he's got simple taste, but that car tells me you don't have simple taste. I think extra sour sauce is code for something. It wasn't that someone nicked the chicken and they were like, oi, that's disrespectful. This is our patch. This is our turf. This is our front. You will show us respect. They'd be able to see that happen and they didn't move. It was only when the chef started screaming, oh, the extra sour sauce, that they jumped up and went, shit, we need to go. We need to go. And they were clearly in a hurry because they dinged this guy's car. Extra sour sauce. And it looks a bit like a chicken. A bit. Their uniform is a red shirt with like dark pants. Red shirt, dark pants. It's code for something. That looks like a no. This we've heard about drugs. Euphoric synthetic serotonin. That's a pill. That's a pill with ESS. Okay, so it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense to me. Okay. So you're here for drugs, that's why. You're here for drugs. You sure you didn't ask for drugs? Yeah, I'm perfectly sure I wasn't asking for drugs, detective. Perfectly sure. Okay, and you just picked out a random sort because again, you're not the kind of person who goes to these establishments. Look at him. Look at his fancy little car. This is not the kind of guy who regularly attends chicken shops. He doesn't know what sauces they pick, so he just be like, oh, garlic sauce. I'll pick a common sauce, garlic sauce, not realising, yeah, they don't sell garlic sauce. And these, again, they're not going to admit, oh yeah, we were selling him drugs. Yeah, a chicken royal meal with a side of drugs. So they've just picked out random sauces. They've picked out random sauces to cover their asses, but no one thought, maybe we should get our story straight before the police rock up? Maybe. Maybe we should figure out what we're saying? Could the drugs... I'm thinking maybe the drugs were in this pot. And he's getting rid of the evidence. The police are here. I need to get rid of all of the drugs I have. Pour out whatever was in these tubes and wash out the things so that if a drug sniffer dog comes wandering round, maybe they won't get us. That's my thought with what could be going on here. Okay, so yeah, she was delivering drugs to him. Echo comes up, grabs the bag. Although that's a thought. Was Echo trying to get drugs or was he trying to get food? Because again, they're not gonna come out with like, I'm holding a handful of drugs. Like, that would be stupid. They're gonna bring the drugs out in the little baggies. In these little baggies right here. And I mean, Oriole, every time we've seen him as Echo, he's not looked great. So was he trying to get drugs? Or was he just like, ooh, food, I want that? Either way, Oriole comes up on the scooter, grabs the bag, drives off. Cook's like, oh shit, the drugs. And all of the gang members are like, oh shit, the drugs. So they just get in the car, they drive off. And that's why they're so insistent, no, we need to go, we need to go. It's not because it's chicken, it's not because it's disrespect, it's because that, you know, those are our profits. Those are our profits right there. We need those. We need those for the money. So they run up here, bub. Something happens here. I mean, didn't they, a few minutes later, though, we heard distant thunder, odd given the fine weather, so that Echo's got something. Echo's got something. And it can do this. I don't know what, I don't know how. But either way, so Echo is doing this to push that over. Again, this guy, I think he must have either been on the balcony or right on the edge here, and he just gets clipped. Oriole zaps a hole in here, runs down. Everyone runs after him because, again, they're like, no, our drugs. Our drugs, we need the drugs. And then down here, I think someone's lost an arm. I'm thinking Oriole probably ran off, turned back, zapped one of them in the arm, and then they probably just went back inside. You know, it's one thing when it's this toppling over. They might not have seen this guy fall, but you would see, oh shit, John's lost an arm. John's lost an arm. So I think if we look at the footprints, I think they come out, someone loses an arm, and then I think, you know, they go back in. You know, it's like literally, get him, oh shit, my arm, go back. And I think, also, I'm aware I'm flipping between Oriole and Echo. I'm gonna do that a lot. I'm sorry. I think Oriole legs it, and then maybe the person in the car drives after them. Because the tyre tracks keep going. So potentially the people on foot were holed up in the building, and the person in the car was like, I'm going. Ooh. I think, roughly, yeah, and that's strange that only the foreigners were able to describe it, eh, Roy? Actually, Cliff, that part makes perfect sense to me, because they didn't know to be afraid. They didn't know to be afraid. Okay, I think, roughly, that's what happened here. Okay. What did the customers in lots 2 and 4 order? Okay. You can go down. You can go over here. So yeah, lot 2. Well, I mean, order any of sauce. You ordered drugs. Ooh. Yeah, we have numbers here. I think he probably did order the chicken royal meal. Everyone agrees on that. Lot 2 ordered the chicken royal meal. It's the sauces that everyone's getting wrong because it wasn't a real sauce. It was code for gimme the drugs. Gimme the illegal drugs. Was it a chicken royal meal? Lot 2 was a chicken royal meal. I guess, I think it put... Because they didn't order any of this. Cucumbers. Oh, no, I don't like cucumbers. No, thank you. No, thank you. Who would have a cucumber sauce? Lot 4 was 2 burger royal, 2 chicken royal, meat wrap surprise. So 5 people potentially, assuming they didn't have people sharing meals. If we go under the assumption that each person had their own individual meal, that would make 5. And that 1 is dead, 1 had to keep driving the car. One second, let me just... You have both your hands, so we've got 3 people who must have given chase through the building, and one of them's lost their hand. Okay. Okay. 2 burger royal, 2 chicken royal, 1 meat wrap surprise. 2 burger royal, 2 chicken royal, 1 meat wrap surprise, and then there's no evidence that they ordered any sauces. Okay, everything is correct. Lovely jubbly. A blank stole the blank. Okay, so a bearded man stole food and drugs. What was Echo aiming for here? What was Echo aiming for? Did he know the drugs were in the bag and that's what he was aiming for? Maybe whatever he has that is causing, you know, the metal and the bone to go all wiry, maybe that runs on the ESS drug. So maybe that's why he was like, right, I know this place deals drugs, and so I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna grab a bag of drugs. Or was he just like, oh, I'm hungry, I want some food? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I can speak for his motivations here. But I think it's one of the two. Either he wanted the drugs or he wanted the food. Otherwise, why did he do it? If he's, I want some paint supplies, so I'm going to go rob a chicken shop. Like, what? That makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense. Like, he either had to be after food or drugs. But they were being delivered to lot 2. In a car that had been parked in lot 4. 5, again, if we assume that everyone is having their own meal. 5 gangsters gave chase, and I'm thinking shot. But yeah, we do have shot. Shot the bearded man's scooter. No, tire. Yeah, the bearded man then ran up a fire escape, pursued by some of the gangsters on foot. Somehow, the So it is a water tower. It is a water tower. As I said, to me that looks like a water tower, but I'm like, do you get water towers on the tops of buildings? I don't know. But yeah, I think that's a water tower. So somehow the water tower fell, killing one gangster in the same way. I'm thinking the door. Yeah, the door was opened. Yeah. When the bearded man got downstairs, a fight broke out in which someone somehow... I'm thinking, do we have... Okay, lost a hand. Okie doke, everything is correct. You have solved the scenario. A bearded man snatched a bag of food from a diner employee, but unbeknownst to him, the diner was controlled by a gang and the bag contained drugs, so it was accidental. It was accidental, he just wanted food. Some of the gang members chased the thief down, but he managed to incapacitate 2 of them in an unusually destructive way. Oh, hello. Mayor Meredith lashes out at cops. The mayor of New Wells has blamed police for the city's growing drug problem and raised questions of possible corruption within the force. Moira Meredith made the remarks at a press conference yesterday, which she... Oh, she's the mayor. She's the mayor, so she is a politician. Okay. Moira Meredith made the remarks at a press conference yesterday, which she had called to discuss her ongoing heritage project. She said, drugs are flooding our city and the fault lies solely with our police. At best, their leadership is incompetent and must change. At worst, we'll need a full-scale inquiry into possible corruption. A spokesman for New Wells Police's Narcotics Division said, "Our officers are doing the best that any department could do. Investigations are underway in all known high-crime areas of the city, but so far no major drug labs have been located. The investigation will continue as usual, and the manufacturers will be found." Ooh. Oh, okay, I don't want to see that. Okay, hello? What the hell are you? I love you. You look derpy as hell. I want one. I don't know what the hell this creature is, but I want one. Okay, but yes, that is everything for the first case of the DLC. Quite a nice, I don't want to call it easy because there were twists and turns, but like a relatively chill case to get us settled into the DLC. I like it. I'm looking forward to seeing whatever the hell this creature is. I am intrigued. I want to know what you are, but that will have to wait until the next episode. So until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members such as SM2K. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.